Hello, going to do an unboxing video. The last one for the CX4 Storm was quite popular and we've been asked to do another one. So it's me again, me, camera, a lot of cows over there. And if I lift that off there, you can sort of already see the logo, so you kind of know what we've got. But let's take a picture of you. That's you. And then let's take a picture of the cows over there, because I'm sure you're going to hear them at some point. There we go, cows. Right, what have we got? Let's have a look. I do know what's in here. I'm quite excited about what's in here, but I do know what's in here. And first impressions are the case is fantastic. I haven't actually opened it yet, purely and simply because I wanted to save it for the video. But I do know in here is an Air Arms TDR, takedown rifle. And it's arrived a few weeks ago into the office, and we haven't actually done anything with it yet, purely and simply because we have to wait for filming schedules. But I'm going to open it for you now, and let's have a look and see what we think. We have been quite busy over the last few weeks, by the way. We've got some very exciting stuff coming up in the future. We've been building our own studio, believe it or not. It's a proper studio. It's all had to be replasterboard and insulated, sound insulated. We've got the electricians in at the moment, putting the wiring in. We're going to share it with another channel that's local, not Airguns or anything like that, but you might see something of them, and you might recognise one or two people on it as well. So there is a new channel coming. I can't say anything more than that, but it's not guns. Okay, so first of all, while we undo this, it's a nice padded case, fabric covered with a nice big Air Arms logo on there. Actually, I'm getting into it and opening it up a little bit too quick. That's because I want to have a look inside. Let's do this for you. So as you can see, the case on the outside, it's sort of a woven fabric, probably going to be nice and hard wearing, and it's got a nice carry handle on the top and a shoulder strap on the side. I'm assuming that that's how the rifle comes. I'm not aware that it comes in its own other bag or anything like that. It's been sent to us like that, so I assume that's how it comes. Zip that goes all the way around. It's a nice sturdy zip. Okay, it's not one of your zips that you get on your cheap pair of trousers or whatever, or cheap gun case. It's a good sturdy zip, and it goes all the way around like that. Let's open the lid. Whoa, I've got it round the wrong way. So let's have a look. Turn that round. Here we go. I'm going to take a picture for you. There we are. That's it. It's quite nice. Now it looks really well packaged. It's got these protectors over the top so that there's no movement. I can see instruction manual. There's a little jiffy bag there. Silencer, what I guess is part of the stock, and I can see the gun. I've never used one of these before. Picked it up in shops, all pre-set up, but I've never actually been through the process of putting one of these together, so I'm kind of in the realms of fantasy here. I'm intrigued as to how the stock goes onto the back of the gun or the rifle, because there's obviously a legislation that says that you can't have something that short putting out 12 foot-pounds of pressure. So there's obviously got to be some sort of a clever gimmick that makes it work somehow. So let's have a look and see how we do. Nice bit of Velcro. That'll get dirty, but that's all right. I'm a bit like a bull in a china shop, me, I have to say. Things come into the office and I open them and tear them up and take them out, and then within 2 minutes I've broken it. So I've have sort of got things dirty before, but they've always gone back working, just dirty, which is fine. So we've taken the Velcro straps off, and we've got straight away, what have we got? We've got a handbook, guidebook, and going through there we've got all sorts of things. Subscription to, what's in there? Ooh, air gunner. 6 issues for £6, save 74%. That's not bad actually. 6 issues for £6. It's exclusive to Air Arms owners as well, look. Yep, that's very good. £1 an issue, can't go wrong with that. We'll put that over there. Then what have we got? Well, we've got something from the Home Office. And that'll be all to do with what you can shoot, what you can't shoot, what you're supposed to do with it, what you're not supposed to do with it. Yeah, safe handling, air weapons and the law. Okay, so that's good, so that's in there as well. I'll read that later. I'm not going to read it out to you now, you know it already. Warranty, there we go, well, warranty card. And then we've got the handbook with lots of nice colour photographs in there, look. And actually it's quite good because it shows you how you should store it at the end, which will probably be quite good for me. I'm not very good at packing things away, as the wife will tell you. I go in, turn everything out in one go, and then 2 minutes later, I've got what I want, and I walk off and I leave it all tipped out all over the floor. I'm like a 5-year-old, I am, looking for their favourite toy at the bottom of the toy box. It never works. Right, here we go. So, we've got Air Arms valve, okay? There we are, Air Arms valve with Allen keys. Take a picture for you. Now this is a test unit that gets sent out, so it's already got what I can see is some PTF tape or whatever around the valve, which is fine because that works for me. But that comes with the valve and all the Allen keys. There we go, that's over there. Then we've got, what's in here? Ah, okay. Right. Quite nice. Okay, so we've got a padlock, which is pretty good now, because a padlock with a hook and an eye, 2 hooks and eyes to go into the wall. Okay, it's a security kit. Now that's very nice, I have to say. I haven't seen one of those. I've been given padlocks before, which has always been good, but haven't actually seen one with the eye hooks and the wall plugs as well, and instructions of what you're supposed to do. So yeah, so that basically means you can lock it to the wall or lock it to a cabinet or something like that. I like that, that's a good idea. Take a picture of that as well. There we go. There we are. I have got a bit of a cold at the moment, so I do apologise if you hear me keep sniffing. The last video I did, which was the Beretta one, everyone loved, which was really, really nice because I chatted away, but everyone said 40 minutes is slightly too long, so speed it up, which is what I'm going to try and do, and I'm not going to start giving you all my life story and everything like I did before, but it is nice to have a chat. So there we go. Here we've got the rifle itself, and I don't know honestly which bit to take out first. Let's take a picture for you so you can see. There we go. So it's nicely packaged, nicely held in there. So let's go ahead. Let's take the moderator out first. Right, okay, that's very nice. Yep, very, very simple. Now, I can see also see it's a 2.2 now, to say 2.2. The thing that's always amazed me with these is I don't understand what I haven't understood up until now, why you would buy something like this. Because I would think to myself, well, if you're going to go ratting or a little bit of pest control, or I assume because it's the Air Arms S410, basically, You could do target shooting with it as well. I don't understand why you buy one in a takedown box. It's something that's never really crossed my mind. But actually, when you open it up and you see the way it's laid out in the case, and you see that it is very different. It doesn't look like a full rifle, yet it is. It doesn't look like something that you put over your shoulder on a sling, and it's not conventional. It's not something that I have seen a lot of. And I guess now I've opened the case and now I look at it, that's why it's quite appealing, actually, looking at it. And I'm really intrigued, and I'm going to enjoy firing this as well in the future. So there we go. So there we got a silencer. It's got a nice threaded locking nut on the top, nice grooving around the middle. Okay, and like I say, it is a 2.2 now. I can see that. So let's take a picture of that for you. I am sorry about my nose. Oh, I'm going to put straw in the case. I am sorry about my nose. I've had cold after cold. Do you know, 2 weeks ago I went to the doctors. And they said to me, what's the matter? And I said, well, I'm a bit run down and a bit tired and a bit fed up. And he looked in my ears and he said, do you know what? He said, you've got a really good ear infection in both sides. And I thought, well, that's probably all that standing outside in the rain, waiting for cameras to work and all that sort of thing. And so he gave me some stuff, some tablets, which was all very nice. And these tablets were for all sorts of things. They were for Lyme's disease, if you had problems down there, everything, but they were basically for ear infections as well. So took those, lovely, no problem at all, carried on going to work. And then lo and behold, I finished my course of tablets and I finished those on Wednesday, no problem at all. So my ears have cleared up. I had Thursday and Friday absolutely on tip-top form. I wake up this morning, it's a Saturday, I've got a raging cold again. So I'm back on the paracetamol. And do you know whose fault that is? That is the chap that I worked with earlier on in the week who's an electrician, and his name's Terry, and I blame him because he came in and he was all sniffly and all coughy. So if I'm sniffing, don't blame me, blame Terry. I'm waving that around like I'm pointing at someone, but blame Terry. Terry, it's your fault. Okay, silencer, take a picture for you. I'm looking at the camera and we're running out of battery, so I better get on with it. Look at that, you see. Camera doesn't like me today. Take the picture. That's why. There we go. Me and technology. I can work the skybox. That's about it, really. Even then, there's nothing worth recording. Only Mythbusters. What was that? American Guns. I quite like that. That's a good video program. But I quite like that. Okay, so here we go. We've got the stock. And that's really quite light, actually. That's amazing. And you've got the sections underneath. Clip sections, if I show this a little bit closer to you. And I guess, but just by looking at it and knowing the way Air Arms stuff works, that I would guess that you can put your magazines in there. And there's a funny 3-prong system there and a windy thing there. Okay, picture. There we go. Put that over there a moment because I guess I'm going to use that in a minute. My nose is really annoying me now. Yes, don't do that on camera, I'd get told. Here we go. Gun part, very nice. Whoop. Yeah, the magazine's in there, which is fine, but it is empty. Now, I do know how to use Air Arms guns, obviously. Okay, we'll just make sure that is fully decocked. Yeah, cheers. Okay, right. There it is. Look at that. Looks like a sawn-off shotgun from years ago, doesn't it? Eh? Looks like something the criminals would use down in London. Shut up, Giles, you're being an idiot. Right, picture. That's very nice. Very, very nice. Here we go. Right. So I've been told very little about this. I know nothing about it really in any way, shape or form. Air Arms have given us this to test, and they haven't given us any proviso or details of what they'd like to see it do. So I guess in my own devious mind, I better make something up for the future. But looking at it, it's very nice. Obviously it's not loaded before I do this, but yeah, that feels really very good. Nice and well balanced. That's a fantastic stock. You've got a rail section underneath there. That looks really, really good. I like that. And now I'm intrigued. That goes on there. Someone has given me a tip who actually comes down here and does do a little bit of pest control, that you do need to wind that at the end, but I've never actually used one before. So let's give it a go. So I guess that bit. Oh, I see, there's a thread. So that bit goes onto there. Ah, and then do you wind that up, do you? Is that what you do? Oh, okay. That's very clever. Right. So that obviously incorporates the mechanism, because there has to be a mechanism that means that you can't basically just have this as a pistol, for obvious reasons, because that would be a little bit lethal. So, okay, so that incorporates that. So we've got that. So let's take a picture of that for you, because that's now on. Obviously in the video at a later date, I'm going to show you what I did there at a bit more close up. There we go, that's a little picky. Now, apologies when you see the pictures on the video, they're not well lit. I haven't got hundreds of lights. There's me and the barn and some sunlight. Yeah. I don't spend hundreds of pounds on lights, can't be bothered with all that. If the sun's shining, the sun's shining. Right, let's put this on the end. So I've undone the thread, slide that on. There we go. Look at that. That is very nice. And I have to say that I would think more than likely, obviously you've got the standard Air Arms magazine, 10-shot magazine. If I was to take that out of the case and put that together, I think I could probably do that in under a minute, looking at it. Let's just see how that goes. Does that slot up there? You can't really see what I'm doing at the moment. Yes, it does. Look, see? I don't know that I've got that quite right, but I've got my magazine to sit. Look at that. How good is that? So if you had a couple of magazines, because there's a slot for two, and maybe one in there, you've got at least 30 shots. Now, I honestly have no preconceptions as to whether this is definitely a ratting rifle, whether it's a general hunting rifle, whether it's a target rifle. I have no idea. But I like the idea of the fact that you can just put this case in your car or wherever you're going and literally pop off and do whatever you've got to do. And yes, I got to say, you'd have to take your scope on and off each time, I suppose. But really, if you're quite good at shooting, you can zero that very quickly. There is always the one shot zero method if you can hold the rifle nice and steady. So I do like that. That is very, very nice. Very nice. 22 caliber. Okay. So we've got that. We've got all the bits, and we've got everything there ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to give this a trial for a couple of weeks. Let a few people have a go with it. Come up with some sort of a devious idea as to what we can do with it, and we'll take it from there, really. So that's it. Thank you for watching. This has been the unboxing video of the S410 TDR takedown rifle. If you like it, please share it on Facebook, tip the like button. There you go. Simple as that. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. Bye-bye.